Hello everybody, and thank you for watching the ball exercise DVD. We're going to start with our good old warm-up march. So sitting or standing if you'd like, you can just start marching it out. Make sure your shoulders are rolled up and back to maintain a good posture throughout the duration of the DVD. Pretend that string is pulling your head up towards the ceiling. Now take that march out to a toe tap right out in front. Get some movement going in your knees. If you want to involve your hands, you can raise them up as each toe taps out in front. Now we're going to take that toe tap out into a heel tap, so point those toes up towards the ceiling, feeling the stretch down the back of your calf. If you want to get your arms involved with this one, you can mimic bicep curls. Back into a regular march here. Alright, now that we're all warmed up, it's time to go ahead and get started into our exercise. You can grab your ball, and we're going to start with our sunshine arm circles. So going around. Make sure you really feel that movement, that rotation in your torso. You'll notice I'm watching the ball with my gaze. That kind of helps me to get the movement down just right to where I'm feeling it where I should. If you would prefer to hold the ball straight out in front, if that feels better for you, that's fine to modify the movement that way. Make sure you're doing whatever's comfortable for you. Alright, now we're going to switch and go the other direction. Alright, so remember our good posture. We're now going to move on to our tummy twist, holding the ball at about chest height. Twist to one side, come back to center, twist to the other, back to center for one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and our last one for 12. Alright, we're going to now push the ball straight out in front and do our hand squeezes. So holding the ball right between your palms, we will squeeze, release for 1, release for 2, and squeeze for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, moving the ball up to your chest, we'll do our ball chest presses. So moving out and back in, out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, we'll now put the ball down at about our knees and do our front arm shoulder raises. So nice good posture. Up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great. So next we're going to roll our shoulders out, remind ourselves of our nice good posture, sitting straight up. We'll move on to our duck wing squeeze. So placing the ball underneath your arm, we will squeeze and release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, switching the ball to the other side, we'll do the same thing. Squeezing down and back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, you can take the ball out from beneath your arm. We'll now raise it straight up overhead for our overhead arm extensions. So lowering it straight back and straight back up. Down, up for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, pulling the ball down, you can now set it on the floor, get it out of your way. And we're going to finish up here with some chair stands. So putting your hands across your chest, we're going to do 10. So together, up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, we'll just shake it out real fast and run through the exercises one more time. So stretching your arms out, doing whatever feels nice. Alright, and starting from the top, we'll do the sunshine arm circles. Remember to follow the ball with your gaze to help with the rotation movement in your torso. Alright, and now we'll switch directions. Same thing, other side. Alright, now we're going to do our tummy twist, and I'm actually going to have us do 15 repetitions for this set. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and our last one for 15. Alright, moving out to our hand squeeze. We'll also do 15 here. So squeeze, release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, Move it up to our ball chest press, so rolling the shoulders up and back, getting prepared, and pushing the ball out for 1, and back in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, we're going to move the ball down now to our knees for our front arm shoulder raise. Good shoulders up and back. Going up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, moving on to our duck wing squeeze, so placing the ball up under your arm, and together squeezing down, and release for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, switching sides. Squeezing down and back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Pushing the ball up over our head for our overhead arm extensions, lowering down and back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Alright, so now you can put the ball on the ground. I'm actually going to throw in something a little extra for you this time. I'm going to get up and we're going to go to the wall, or any wall. If you want to try on the floor you can, but we're going to do push-ups. So I recommend doing the push-ups against the wall to start out with. So spreading your hands out nice and wide, and together we'll go down and back up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, down, and our last one for 10. Alright, now if you feel like trying to do a push-up on the floor, you can certainly do so. Make sure you keep your palms at about shoulder width apart. Keeping a nice straight back. Don't let your booty raise up in the air. So making a straight line with your back and your legs, pushing down and straight back up. Try it if you want. Alright, we're going to sit in our chair though, and we're going to finish up this exercise with some chair stands. So together, we'll stand up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our last one up for 10, and sit back down. Alright, it's time to stretch out. So we're going to just kick the legs out, just kind of move around, roll the shoulders up and back. We'll bring one arm across our chest. Make sure you keep that shoulder relaxed from your ear to feel the stretch on the outer part of your shoulder. Now we'll switch sides, stretching the other arm. Alright, now bringing one elbow up over your head and pulling back to feel the stretch in that tricep. If you'd like to stretch it this way, you can certainly do so. Switching sides. Alright, now we'll scoot up a little bit in our chair, clasping our hands behind our back and pulling down and away from our body to stretch out our chest. Alright, now I want us to press one hand towards the ground and tilt your neck the opposite direction to feel the stretch going down the side of your neck. Now we'll switch and do the other side. Alright, sitting up, we're going to twist to one side to stretch out our torso. Coming back to the center and switching and twisting to the other direction. Coming back up, we're now going to stand up, and I want you to get into a lunge position. So 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and then leaning your weight forward, feeling the stretch in the upper part of that back leg. And now we're going to switch and we're going to do the other leg. And you want to make sure you're feeling the stretch in the upper part of that back leg. And coming back up. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed.